Mark's friend Jason put his hand up. Jason had a spaniel called Ben, who had once eaten a whole box of chocolates in 10 minutes flat. Gone like that. Louise had a poodle called Puffball, who whined a lot. Mark felt he would whine too if he had to wear a red ribbon and a silly tartan coat like the dog. That was no way to treat a dog. It wasn't fair. Mark could have loved a dog, but he couldn't have one. Mark's mum and dad were out at work all day, so there was no one to look after the dog. There was no one to look after Mark when he came home from school either, so Mark always went round to his great-grandmother's tea. Then he got another tea when Mum came home to fetch him home. 2 teas in one day. Who'd like that here? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be perfect. So, Mark was very nearly as greedy as Jason's spaniel dog, as Jason's dog, Ben. But he didn't always eat all the box of chocolates. Tell me all the different things your dogs can do, said Miss Moss. Jason's dog can eat loads and loads, said Mark, and then he gets sick heaps too. Mark Spark, he was really called Mark Spencer, but everyone called him Mark Spark, even his teacher. And Louise's dog whines and whimpers like this, all the time. That would be very annoying, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Mark Spark, said Miss Moss. Give some of us a chance to answer, please. Mark slumped in his seat. He listened to the other children telling long stories about Woofer and Bruce and Rover, so he wasn't impressed. So your dogs can fetch their own leads and open doors and bark at strangers, but I'm going to show you a picture of a very clever dog who can do something extraordinary. Something very important indeed, said Miss Moss. Mark looked at the picture and Miss Moss was holding. He saw a cream Labrador in a special harness leading a woman with dark glasses. Thought Mark Spark. This lady's blind. She can't see at all. Try closing your eyes. All of you, try and close your eyes right now, okay? I want to try and imagine that the school bells has gone, okay? Mum and Dad's outside, and you got to go out the gate, across the road, to your home, doing all that without seeing. Do you think that would be quite difficult?
Yeah.
Do you think you could do it? Oh, I'll test you. I'll test you to do it later on, okay? It was very difficult. So Mark's eyes were open, not shut. He had his hand up and was bouncing around this seat because he couldn't sit still. I know what it's like, miss. My great-grand's blind. She can't go out. Well, not much anyway. Don't shout, Mark. It can't be easy to be your great-granny. Now, this dog is a specially trained guide dog. He's leading the lady along, helping her safely to cross the road. Guide dogs like this, one, do a wonderful job, but it takes lots of money to train them. Our school is going to try to raise enough money to train a special guide dog. Now, how can our class raise some money? I have an idea, miss, said Mark. Let's hear from someone else first for a change, said Miss Moss. Louise, we could have a bring and buy sale, Miss Moss, said Louise. She liked bringing and was very good at buying. We could have a sponsored run, said Jason, who always came first at running, so that's probably why he wanted to run. I've got a better idea, said Mark Spark, who simply couldn't keep quiet. Let's have a parade with all of us dressed up as guide dogs, collecting tins round our necks, and we could have my great-grand at the back of the parade, and we could be leading her. We could all go woof, 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 woof. That'll bring in lots of money. Okay, that's enough, Mark. It certainly was an original idea, but I don't think it's very practical. Still, I'm glad you're all showing an interest. No wonder Mark was interested, he boasted to Jason and Louise. Just wait till you see my great-grand out with her guide dog. He'll have to go very slowly, and so my great-grand can keep up. I'll train him to be so careful. Don't talk daft, Mark Spark, said Louise. They have proper trainers for the guide dogs. And Miss Moss didn't say your great-grand was even getting a guide dog. She's blind, so of course she'll get one. Wait till my great-grand hears this. I think the whole street can hear you wincing away from Mark. You don't have to speak so loudly sometimes. Mark was used to talking in a loud voice for his great-grand because she was a little deaf as well as blind. She couldn't hear when Mark knocked at her door, so he had his own key. Great-grand! Yelled Mark, flying through the hall. Great-grand wasn't great at all. She was a little lady, and when Mark went bounding straight on top of her, she nearly got squashed. What's this, the human whirlwind, she said. Get off me, you great lump. Then she laughed and tickled Mark. Don't squeal, Mark. He was very ticklish, especially under his arms. Give over, great-grand. Listen up, I've got a plan. I can't help but listen, Mr. Squirm and Squiggle. Are you hungry? The teapot's brewing and there's Marmite and crisp sandwiches and jam buns. Wow, great. But do listen, great-grand. You're going to get a dog. What? I'm not. Yes, you are. My school's saving up to get you a dog. What would I be doing with a dog at my age, you soppy date? I can't even get out myself, let alone take a dog for a walk. That's the point, great-grand, said Mark, tucking into his tea. You don't have to take your dog for a walk. It can take you for a walk. It's a guide dog, don't you get it? Oh, one of them. Yes, they're a smashing idea. That young girl I see up at the hospital, she's going to be getting a guide dog too. It'll make all the difference to her, you know. She'll be able to pop into town or slip out of the evening, no bother at all. But I want you to have a guide dog, Great Gran, said Mark, so upset that he actually stopped eating. They'd never give me a guide dog pet. I'm too old. I couldn't get out and about, even if I did have a dog. And I have to be taught how to look after it. I'm too old of a dog to learn new tricks. Oh, said Mark bitterly, disappointed. Why do you have to be so old, Great Gran? That's what I asked myself, little chum. Here, have another jam sandwich. Have them both, darling, you're a growing boy. So Mark ate some buns and felt a little better. They settled down in front of the television and watched Neighbours. And then Mark read aloud. They were reading from a big fat paperback called Love's Flame. He hadn't got to any flamey bits yet, but there was certainly lots of love. He read in funny voices, deep down in the tummy of for Sir Jasper, and high up and silly for Roseanne, the servant girl. Great Gran laughed until her eyes went weepy. Mark laughed too and forgot about the guide dog. Mark still wanted to help raise money for the guide dog all the same. Miss Moss decided to try the bringing by sale first, bringing lots of gifts. Jason was bringing a box of chocolates. Louise was bringing a big plush teddy she'd never played with, and some old videos and knotted things of roll made by her mum. Mark had problems deciding what to bring. He wanted all his toys, and his mum was too busy to make anything. I can knit, said Great Gran. I'll knit you up a pair of socks. Suspiciously, he thought. Socks? Okay, thanks. He felt even more doubtful when she produced the socks. They were made of scraps of wool, so they didn't even match. One was mostly pink with yellow stripes, the other was red with black at the top. Did I tell you that I went to get some socks today?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What's going on? You're very similar to what I've done on today. I think Mark the Sparks sold me his brand socks.